This is your Filipino radio experience in Las Vegas. PHLV Radio. PHLV Radio.
Hi, hello. Good evening, everyone. Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Magandang umaga, magandang hapon. Kasi alam nyo kaya ako kayo binabati ng ganyan. Kasi live streaming tayo. Kaya we are all over the world pag tayo nag-broadcast. Pero ang ating programa ngayong gabi ay tungkol sa mga teacher na nasa Pilipinas, nasa ibang bansa, or mostly nandito sa amin, sa Vegas and New York. Ngayong gabi, hindi natin kasama si Judeline, ang ating host ng Teacher Voice. Kasi po nagpunta siya sa Florida, meron atang business engagement doon, at saka kasama na rin ang bakasyon. Babalik din siya within this week. Kaya next week, makakasama na natin siya. Ngayon, ang ating programa ay it was created so that we can give inspiration to our listeners and viewers ang tungkol sa maging teacher. How important it is. What difference do we make or do we give our friends and our students for being a good teacher? We created this platform para ang mga teacher ay malaman nilang meron silang social connection and they have a great solid foundation that they can call our number and we can be of help to everyone. Tonight, I am your host, Josie Harrison, and I have a co-host, Miss Pasita Ross. Pasit, greet our listeners, please.
Thank you, Josie. Yeah, this is Teacher Pasita, like Judeline would call me. Okay, binabati ko lahat ng mga teachers, non-teachers na aming audience dito sa US, sa Pilipinas, at sa saan mang dako ng mundo na inaabot nitong aming program, The Teacher Voice. Like the usual program namin, we are going to provide you, hopefully, inspiration para sa ating mga teachers. And then probably mga information or updates na magiging very beneficial sa mga teachers. And we are very pleased to have our wonderful guests tonight who are all based in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Yes. Thank you.
Back to you, Josie.
Thank you, Tita Pasit. And having said that we would like to inspire our listeners and viewers, we would like to share with them our lineup of guests today that mostly are in Vegas. So I will give them few seconds. Naku, seconds lang pala.
1 minute
seconds.
lang.
Yeah, 1 minute lang pala. To introduce themselves, to share their bios and position right now, and so that all the listeners will know what's going on with them and who they are. I will call on Margie, I will call on Lora and Gerry, Joseph, ganda ng pronunciation ko. Joseph, A-H yun, P-H, Joseph, yan. Joseph Mancino and Gerry Remis. Go ahead, Margie, please.
Hi, good day. Good day sa inyong lahat. Okay, hindi ko na sabihin ng time kasi lahat ng time, sabi nga ni
applicable.
Josie. So I am currently the chairperson of the Asian American Pacific Islander Community Commission here in Clark County, Nevada. And I am a retired federal employee. I work for the Department of Homeland Security under Transportation Security Administration sa Office ng Regulatory Compliance. I worked there for more than 16 years. So I retired less than 2 years ago. And my teaching connection here is one, nagturo din naman ako, pero hindi yung kagaya ng tinuturo nila. I was actually a dance and fitness instructor before.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
So yun ang pagtuturo ko. Yung doon naman sa mga teachers naman nandito, I've been advocating for them ever since I learned about their plight in 2017. So nag-host ako ng 2 teachers sa bahay ko na tumira sa akin for free for 5 months kasi they could not leave the apartment where they were staying. Ang malayo ang mga schools nila doon sa apartment and they could not leave kasi nakakontract sila. So I opened my home to at least 2 na nagtuturo malapit sa bahay ko para madali lang silang makapunta dun sa school nila. At sa awa naman ng Diyos ay hanggang ngayon nasa akin pa rin sila, hindi na sila umalis. Hindi ko na sila pinapaalis, of course. Because I treated them as family members. Actually, yung isa dito, si Lora, ay tumira din sa akin. So masasabi niya that talaga ang turing ko sa kanila parang mga anak ko na rin.
That's so nice.
Very nice. Very
That
nice.
is so nice to know and to hear.
Very true.
Right. Okay, let's call on Lora.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay, next is Lora Marley.
Hi, hello world. Good morning, good evening. Hi, this is Teacher Laura. I am from Las Vegas right now. This has been my 3rd year teaching in Las Vegas in one of the elementary schools here in Clark County School District. I'm a primary life skills teacher, but I have a total of 16 years of teaching experience, 13 years in the Philippines, with 8 years serving in the private schools and 6 years in the public school, and 3 years here. So I'm loving what I'm doing. So
Thank you.
so much. Thank you for
Okay.
having us here today.
Very
Okay.
good.
Next is Joseph Mancino. Go ahead, please.
Hello everyone. Hello po. I am Joseph Magsino from Cagayan de Oro City, Philippines. So I'm a proud Bisaya. So sa mga Bisaya dera, so maayong hapon sa inyong tanan. So thank you for listening. So I'm a teacher actually here in Clark County School District. I'm actually new. I started teaching just last February. So I don't have much experience really here, but I'm trying to explore everything that I can. And I'm happy to say that the first months that I've been here in Vegas is so wonderful. And by the way, I've taught for 7 years already, and this feeling of being in Vegas is really like I'm back again to my first year of teaching.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
That's great. Okay, Gerry Ramirez.
Hi, kamusta po kayo lahat? My name is Gerry Ramirez. I'm a special ed teacher here in Clark County School District. I've been in like 5 different schools in the Philippines before I came to Vegas. In 4 schools in Manila and 1 school in Singapore. So I'm a self-contained autism teacher here in a middle school in Clark County School District. Thank you for inviting us.
Oh, thank you. Now we will ask you questions, okay? And it will be like each one of you, whoever we want to direct the question. So Tita
Yeah.
Paset, you want to start the questioning?
Yeah,
please?
sure. Okay. Now, first of all, let me tell you that we're very pleased to have you all.
Yes.
4 of you here, especially
Yes.
our 3 new teachers dito sa US, no?
Yes.
Okay. Now, ang question ko I understand that you are here on a J1 visa, correct?
Yes po.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, you know what? Itong ating show, The Teacher Voice, is meant to give information, inspiration sa mga teachers or would-be teachers o kaya yung mga active teachers na nowadays, no? My question is, there are, I'm sure, other teachers back home in the Philippines who might be interested in knowing about J1 visa, how to apply, where to apply, at saka ano ba yung inyong mga contractual agreement sa inyong side at saka sa side ng inyong what do you call this? Host school, ganon? Yes, so any of you, the 3 of you, can just add to information to whatever somebody, the other, is telling us. Please go ahead.
So the J1 is the teacher exchange program. So ito po ay isang agreement between the US government and the Philippine government wherein we'll be staying for a certain number of years to work here and use our experience. After our term here, we would go back home and share whatever experience that we have here back home. So yun po yung pangunahin na objective nitong agreement na to.
J1 visa. Okay.
Opo, and then maybe some of you might think it's a teacher exchange program. So does it mean a teacher from the US is coming to the Philippines, and on the other hand, a Filipino teacher coming here in the US?
Yeah.
It's not like that. So it's just the idea of a cultural exchange. So we represent, as a teacher, we represent the Filipino community, and what we have in the Philippines, we share it also here among our teachers in our school in the US. So hindi siya parang kailangan talaga na may US teacher na pupunta sa Pilipinas.
Okay.
Opo.
Walang exchange na gano'n. Exchanges ng culture.
Ng culture po, ng culture,
Okay.
ng way sa pagtuturo.
Saan makukuha ito?
Cultural exchange program po ay maganda siyang programa between the Philippines and the US dahil unang-una, ang nag-train naman sa atin talaga maging teacher ay yung mga galing
US.
mga Amerikano. So,
US.
sila sa
Sama sides,
Pilipinas, turo, and then we become teachers, and then now they want us to share our culture on how we teach our students in the Philippines, and now we earn also how they teach the students here and bring it back to the Philippines. So it's like exchange of ideas lang.
Correct.
I see.
So how will an interested teacher sa Pilipinas, how will someone be able to apply? Where do they go? Paano ba sila maka-avail nitong opportunity to be able to teach
okay.
dito sa US?
So basically po, the first thing they have to look into is their qualification. One thing is the years of experience, because in the Department of State, they really require teachers who have already taught for at least 3 years, if I'm not mistaken, 3 or 2 years. So yun yung pinaka-importante, kasi they will need you to, again, share your experience in teaching. So it will be hard if you didn't have any experience at all. So yun yung pinaka-importante, yung 3 years or 2 years experience mo.
Ang mga time nyo dito, kayong lahat, no? I will try to ask Lora first. Lora, nung pumunta ka dito, was it a contract that you will stay here for 2 or 3 years, or what have you?
Yes po, 3-year contract po siya initially. Then you can have like 2 more years of extension. So right now po, I applied for a 2-year extension, which has been approved. So thank God.
Yes.
So I'm on my 4th year next year. So ayun po.
Oh, good. Joseph, how about you? How many years?
Same thing with Teacher Laura, 3 years, but I'm still on my first 4 months. Let's see.
Baby pa siya, baby.
Baby ka pa. How about Gerry? Same?
We're the first J1 teachers who arrived here in Vegas in 2017. So we are already on our 4th year.
Okay, I see. Oh, 4th year ka na.
Teaching, yeah. So, opo. So,
One more year
meron
po,
na lang
sir.
kaming 1 year. Next school year.
Oh,
So, and
that's
then
good.
after that, that's it.
My question is, kasi kung ikaw na J1 visa holder na teacher na napakagaling, and I am very positive na maraming Filipino teachers na talagang magagaling sila. Suppose, yung host school mo or host district mo ay nagustuhan ka talaga ng sobra-sobra kasi magaling ka, masipag ka, you do everything.
Yes.
Are they allowed, or is it allowed that they petition for you para ka magkaroon ng working visa or something to that effect?
May I answer that
Yes.
on their
Okay,
behalf?
go ahead.
Okay.
Yes, Margie.
Okay. It just so happened that Clark County, who employed them, does not sponsor. So hindi sila nag-hire, direct hire and sponsor them with an H1 visa. So sa ngayon, yan ang medyo sad sa situation.
Yes.
On my part, because kami yung advocates, no, ako at saka may isa pa no, dalawa kami nag-advocate sa kanila, because of our political engagement, you know. Nagkaroon kami ng nakilala namin ang mga public officials.
Okay.
So we actually appeal to them for their behalf. Okay, there was one time na andun ako sa legislature na dito sa Carson City kasi ayun ang capital, ano. So binanggit ko yon doon sa Lieutenant Governor. I told them about the situation of the teachers. Actually, both of us told them about the situation of the teachers. We told them that we will start losing these teachers once they finish up, you know, even the extension. So they will start losing them every year. Okay.
Right.
So the more the shortage will be, you know, it will be even worse.
Right.
So, and you know how it is, even if you hire new ones, the thing is, the first 2 years mostly are special education teachers. So I told them what the effect would be to the children.
Correct. The special needs child.
Oo, yung special needs kasi sanay na sila sa mukha ng teacher nila.
Yes.
Tama.
So ma-aggravate. I don't know. It will have a negative effect. So ang sabi nga niya, how can we keep them here? And I said, actually, that's a very good question kasi at least you want them to stay here. So with that, talagang kung saan namin nilalakad. Now with the change of administration, it just so happened that the current president is big on immigration. So ngayon, on immigration reform. So we are actually working on that, hopefully, na nag-a-appeal kami ngayon sa mga US legislators namin. So dito ngayon sa mga congressman, congresswoman, senators na nakakilala namin, na malalapitan namin, hopefully na isama ang mga teachers sa mga H1. Kasi hindi sila kasama sa H1, yung mga nurses lang, no, yung mga mga H1, sila hindi. So isa yan sa it might be a long shot, it might be pero we will still try.
Okay, may I add to that? Let me share with you yung experience namin dito sa New York City, no? Okay, most of us teachers dito sa New York City ay H1 visa holders, okay? But then ang namin noon is up to 5 years lang, ang aming visa up to 5 years lang. And then we wanted to stay on a permanent basis, syempre, no? Pero ang lakad ng papel para from the beginning to the end na magkaroon ka ng H1 visa is more than 5 years. So sabi namin, pag natapos yung 5 years, uuwi kami doon sa Pilipinas, ayaw na namin because we have our family here, etc. etc. You know what happened? That time, si Ted Kennedy ba yun? Meron silang bill noon sa House or sa Congress ba yun, sa Senate, ng immigration, yung Immigration Act of 1990. This is what we did. Kami mga dito, nurses, saka mga teachers, we gathered together. We wrote letters dito kay Kennedy at saka yung, sino ba yung taga Connecticut na senator? I forgot his name. We wrote them letters, we lobbied. Tapos, I don't know, sa tulong siguro namin ng mga teachers at saka ng nurses dito sa New York City, yung Immigration Act of 1990 was passed. And so, yung aming 5 years na visa ay naging 6 years.
Wow.
And that amount of time gave us enough para kami magtrabaho at lakarin ng aming H1 visa to a green card or permanent resident visa. And most of us actually stayed kasi nakuha namin yung aming permanent residency. So I'm suggesting, Margie, kasi mukhang ikaw ay isang rabble-rouser dyan sa Vegas, you can do a lot, and maybe you could gather them together, mag-lobby, magsulat. Yung letter writing, it's really very effective.
Yes.
I can guarantee that.
Yes, we'll do whatever we can kasi alam mo, the Filipinos are 70% of the entire Asian community here in Nevada.
No?
So we have a very strong voice. Kailangan lang talaga magsalita.
Yes.
Mag-lobby, mag-rally, mag-letter writing,
so
all those
kami
things.
yun,
Kasi they listen naman kasi gusto rin nilang iboto sila ng
especially, like next year, there's another election coming
election.
up.
That's right.
So then, tuwing election, that's the perfect time to, to talk to them and appeal to them because they need our votes. So
I would suggest to our teachers there, band up together. Kaya kami rito nagkaroon kami ng Association of Film Teachers of America or AFTA. It started from that. Nag-lobby kami. That's why we gathered ourselves together. Nag-lobby, nagsulat, until napirmahan yon. But still nowadays, yung namin, still very strong. Iba naman ang aming project na ngayon. So, mga teachers doon, please unite.
Yes.
Unite for that cause na mapirmahan man lang yung isang na ma-extend ang inyong kwan or they can sponsor you para kayo magkaroon ng H1 visa and then it will be a good thing.
Yes. May question ako. Ano ba H1?
H1 visa is a working visa.
Oh yeah, but what is it? A working visa nga pero teacher is a working visa rin, di ba?
No, nurses working visa.
Nurses.
Any occupation or any course na in-applyan mo and you get the working visa, then you can come in and then work.
Bakit hindi?
Yeah, Josie, the difference is J1 is actually more for parang trainees. Yung mga OJT, yung mga nag-OJT, yun. So, temporary lang yun. Ngayon, the H1, kagaya ng sa nurses, it has a pathway to the green card.
Correct.
So they can actually stay here talaga tuloy-tuloy.
I see.
J1 has no pathway for that.
Correct. I see. And
because
mostly
you have to
of
go
that.
back for 2 years.
And
After
mostly 3
po
years lang talaga. 3 years lang talaga ang ibibigay. I see. Okay. Meron ka pang question, Pasil?
Yeah. Okay. As a J1 visa holder, you stressed or emphasized na it's like a cultural exchange, very more like a cultural exchange between the culture of the Philippines at saka America. Although wala na masyadong pagkakaiba yun, kasi westernized na talaga ang Pilipinas. However, doon sa mga contract ninyo, what are some of the things that are very beneficial para sa inyo, J1 visa holder, at doon sa inyong mga host schools? Ano bang mga benefits niyan sa inyong side at sa kabilang side?
Lora, you wanna answer that?
Yeah. From our end, makakuha talaga sila ng isang international caliber na mga teachers.
Exactly,
so
that's
they wouldn't get any,
I agree.
Hindi naman po sila kukuha ng teacher na newbie, kailangan may experience na po ang kukunin nila. So, plus pagdating naman din po sa classroom, they would say it's a teacher exchange. So, we would get trainings then from the school district and marami din naman po talagang natututunan like new strategies in teaching. When I was in the Philippines, sa special school din po, difference from special school sa Philippines and sa special school dito, big difference din po talaga, makikita mo ang diferensya. So, makikita mo kung paano yung way ng administration, how they handle. So makikita mo rin kung paano, like if you are planning on putting up a school, malaki po talagang advantage. Like for me, coming here, ang idea ko parang naka-ano ka na, di ba? Meron kang dreams and goals in life. So gusto mo, pupunta ako dito kasi makukuha ko ang mga gusto ko. So nakita ko naman din po dito yung mga gusto natin makita. The same way na bilang teacher din naman, ibibigay mo rin naman yung best mo. So para sa benefits ng mga students and ng school din naman po. Ayun.
I have a question for Gerry. Gerry, you are a special aid teacher.
Yes, special education.
Is there something extraordinary that you do so that your teaching will be more easier for you or easier for your students? Are you doing something besides what's supposed to follow accordingly? I mean, extra activities, should I say?
Well, wala naman po. It's just an ordinary lang na pagtuturo. So, kailangan lang talaga is yung may patience ka, time management. Kailangan mag-set ka rin ng rules mo sa classroom mo and then gamitin mo yung ibang students na magagaling para turuan yung kapwa nilang estudyante, like peer tutoring. So, kasi gamitin mo lang yung oras na yung contract time mo, and then the rest is sa family na, sa sarili mo na, para hindi ka ba masyadong magsasawa agad sa trabaho. Parang take your time, gawin mo tama, gawin mo kung anong dapat mong gawin sa classroom, everything will be fine.
Yeah.
So wala nang masyadong sikreto.
Yeah. So maybe ang naisip ko lang na baka merong extra activities kang ma-develop, to improve their situation. Lahat ba ng estudyante mo may autism, or is it different kind of health problem?
Yep, actually a self-contained autism teacher is lahat po ng students ko ay on the spectrum. So lahat po sila may autism. So different levels, different behaviors, unique talaga sila ang bawat isa sa kanila. So ang approach mo is depende sa level ng student at depende rin sa behavior niya. So for me, kung ano ang nakikita kong nag-a-apply sa kanya or nag-click sa kanya, yun ang gagamitin ko para sa kanya. Kasi minsan pag ina-apply mo sa isa, hindi pwede sa iba.
Yeah.
So gagawa ka talaga ng iba-ibang teaching strategies na pwede mong magamit din sa isa.
Yeah.
Kung kanya-kanya sila ng style, ng learning style at saka
right
level.
Iisa ka lang sa class. May katulong ka ba? May katulong ka bang assistant?
Meron po akong SPTA, yung teacher assistant, para tumulong sa akin sa ibang mga activity na pwede naman siya na ang maggawa sa classroom. Basta nandun ako. So, yun ang nila dito na kailangan meron kang SPTA for if you have 8 students, dapat meron kang isa. Kung more than 8, pwede ka nang magdalawa ng SPTA.
That's right.
How are you guys adjusting to the living here in Vegas? I mean, transportation-wise or anything like that? Is somebody lending you or sharing a ride with you, or do you rent the Uber, or what are you doing to exist here in Vegas?
Sa amin, kasi nung dumating kami, kasi kami yung first batch. So, hirap kami kasi wala talaga kaming, ilan lang sa amin ang may kilala dito sa Las Vegas. Siguro sa 81 kaming dumating. Siguro mga 3 or 4 lang ang may kakilala na dito, may kamag-anak. So the rest doon, wala talaga kaming kakilala dito. So mabuti na lang is in-invite kami ng NAFA on our first 2-3 days siguro. Tapos doon na kami nakapakilala ng mga kapwa Pilipino, tinutulungan kami. So doon lang kami nagkaroon ng
connection,
ng pagkakataon.
Yeah.
At doon ko rin nakilala si Gilbert. Si Gilbert. Good. Siya yung nag-ano sa amin ng rides. Siya yung nagpapasilitate ng iba naming mga kasamahan na maghatid sundo from school to sa apartment namin. So,
okay, Gerry,
maraming Pilipino rin tumulong sa amin.
That's good.
I have a question to Gerry. Gerry, nabanggit mo ang NAFA. Is that the National Association of Filipino American Associations?
Yes,
Opo.
that is.
That's the one. Okay, very active.
Sila po.
Like they are in the...
Opo, very active po. Kaya nagpapasalamat po kami sa kanila dahil sila po yung unang tumulong sa amin dito, nag-approach sa amin. Kasi wala talaga kami.
Yun ang
nasa blind spot talaga kami.
Right. Advocacy nila yun eh. Okay. Another question, Gerry, para sa iyo ay ano-anong klase ng special needs ng mga bata ang hawak mo besides autism? Ano-ano pang klase ng special needs?
Nung nandun ako sa Philippines, meron akong students with learning disabilities, meron akong with intellectual disabilities, with autism. So doon sa Pilipinas and sa Singapore, halo-halo yung ano nila, yung disabilities nila. Hindi lang more on autism. Hindi katulad dito na iisa lang ang ano nila. Otherwise, kung meron kang kasamang students with iba-ibang is nasa ibang siya, ibang klase siya.
Right.
Ibang classroom. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, my question is next for Joseph.
Opo.
Josie, you know what? Ang ganda ng pagsasabi mo ng Joseph. Hindi naman Joseph? Math teacher ka, And you said you're dito sa you're teaching grades 8 to 10, correct?
As of the moment po, ang binigay sa akin is grade 8 po.
Grade 8, I see.
Opo.
Okay. O nga pala, ikaw pinaka-baby dito sa may nakikita kang pagkakaiba ng abilidad ng mga bata, paraan ng pag-motivate sa kanila, paraan ng kanilang, yung mga study habits nila. Can you compare that? Yung study habits ng ating Filipino at saka dito mga batang hawak mo ngayon?
Yeah, for sure. Yan yung isa sa pinaka-overwhelming factor po ng pagtuturo sa US.
Correct.
Sa Pilipinas po, I get to have students of all statuses. May mga iba na talagang very smart, top of the class. Meron din namang talagang nalalagay ako sa section na yung mathematics subject hate talaga nila. So you have to motivate them. Pero dito, talagang kakaiba siya kasi parang it's harder to motivate them. Like some of them have levels of skills in mathematics na are way beyond their peers.
Okay.
So you have to devise a classroom management strategy that will fit those needs. And it's really challenging. Like I thank the CCSD staff or my school staff in general because they provide us with trainings like now that it's done virtually. Right, so most of our classes are done virtually. We just recently turned into in-person. We get to learn multimedia stuffs like I did not know. Ngayon ko lang nalaman na may ganito palang game. Na it's not just playing, but it's really getting them to interact with each other. Like instead na you let them play Mobile Legends alone, you can incorporate that with mathematics, something like that. May mga game pala na ganun. So I was really overwhelmed. I get to use multimedia before, like I'm using graphing tools before. I'm getting in social media resources before, pero not like here na ang dami-dami mong pwedeng pagpipilian. Ikaw na lang yung malulula ka sa dami. Like, wow, I get to have this game. I have to have this game. And it's better that way because you're not the typical teacher na nagle-lecture. Mathematics pa yung subject mo. For sure, virtually, matutulog yung mga estudyante mo. So, in here, maganda yun. Pero still, despite that, they are so hard to motivate. To be honest. Kung sa Pilipinas ko to ilalagay, naisip ko nga, ang sarap siguro magturo pag may ganitong wifi, may ganitong material sa Pilipinas. For sure, yung mga estudyante ko, lahat walang absent, to be honest. Kasi ang ganda ng programs nila dito. Yun nga lang, wala tayong ganong resources masyado sa Pilipinas.
I see how.
Pachita, I want to share something.
Yes.
Pero, yun dun sa question mo kanina kay Gerry, meron lang akong gustong i-share. May isa ring SPED teacher na ito naman ang ginawa niya. Kung nakikita nyo.
Yes.
These are paintings. These are beautiful paintings ng mga ng mga estudyante, ng mga SPED na estudyante. Oo. So, yan. So, napakaganda talaga na kaya niya sinubmit sa akin because gusto sana niyang i-exhibit and we were willing to exhibit them to
why not? Yeah.
To do an actual exhibit of these paintings. Ngayon, ang problema yung mga paintings na yan, siyempre naka-display sa wall. Pag natanggal ka lang isa doon, kahit isa lang, magwawala yung estudyante kasi sanay siya na everyday nakikita niya yun nandun sa wall. So yun ang problema, how to put them in an exhibit place.
Correct.
So ayun, hanggang sa ayun, inabot na kami ng pandemic kaya hindi na
hindi na na-display.
Hindi
Yeah.
na display. Ano
About
gusto nyo i-display?
Meron po akong suggestion.
Oo.
Meron po akong suggestion, Tita Marge, para po makikita pa rin nila yung picture. Baka pwedeng i-photocopy siya ng colored, tapos unti-unting palitan ang bawat isa ng colored. Kasi sila po yung klase ng student.
Tatanungin ko. Kasi maganda eh. Ang ganda-ganda.
Sila po kasi yung student na trained. Sila po yung student na trained sa yung structured sila. So lahat ng nandoon dapat nakikita nila most of the time.
Yeah.
So kaya pag meron kang changes na gagawin, kailangan mong i-condition siya maaga pa lang or a few days sasabihan mo na may mangyayari ganito, papalitan natin yung ganito para nako-condition na sila.
Yeah.
Kasi pag biglang may changes, doon nagkakaroon ng problema.
Yeah.
So mostly kasi ang student nagkakaroon ng problema is merong communication na gap, nagkakaproblema kayo sa hindi kayo nagkakaintindihan.
Kasi yung pa namang mga students pa naman doon sa school na yon, yung mga violente talaga. Nananakit. Kaya napakagandang sa kanila na dahil dito nagiging tahimik sila,
Saan mo di-display yon, Margie? Anong ibig sabihin di-display sa eskwela?
Exhibit.
Hindi sa school, yun talagang exhibit place for paintings.
I see.
Parang art gallery po.
Gallery, ganon.
That is a good suggestion ni Gerry na, meron announcement agad na we exchange, something like that. Parang alam nila.
Kasi kagaya sa county, sa Clark County building, meron talaga sila dun sa rotonda. They call it the rotonda. They have actually an exhibit room, a gallery room. At the same time, yung mismong daanan ng tao yun. Tapos nakikita nila, di ba? Ang ganda.
Alam mo, Margie, meron din ako suggestion. How about buying a big album? Tapos yung mga naaalis, doon ngayon pupunta. And then pwedeng ilagay yan sa isang tabi pagpasok sa actual na pinapakita yung current paintings, makita nila na this is the previous painting. Something like that. Hindi mawawala, pero nandun pa rin. Makikita nila. How is that? I mean, I think that would be good.
Don't worry. I'll go back to that teacher and we'll see what this one.
Yeah, that is good. That is good.
Meron po kami dati sa Pilipinas. Meron yung first school ko kung saan ako nagturo ng special ed. Meron kami doon subject, yung arts. So meron kami doon, magaling talaga siyang teacher, magaling sa arts. So every student meron silang time para maggawa ng arts. Talagang nagpipaint sila sa canvas. So kami, pull out kami, nagpupunta kami sa kanya, sa art teacher. Kami ang nagiging assistant ng art teacher para sa mga students namin. So nagiging therapy sa kanila yung arts. Kasi yung iba doon, mostly nag-i-enjoy sila yung stroke ng brush, blend ng color. So yung iba doon talaga sa kanila is magagaling. Merong mga paintings na napasali doon sa exhibit doon sa Pilipinas dahil maganda yung gawa nila.
Meron naman akong gustong i-share sa inyo kasi of course it's not all roses doon sa first, second and third batch. So each one of them, may kanya-kanya silang napagdaanan na problema, pero itong huli, itong group nila Joseph, talagang I work closely with them kasi ako mismo yun. Now, yung nagkataon kasi na inabutan sila ng pandemic. So, kaya dumating sila is not the beginning of the school year, nasa kalagitnaan. So when they came here, December na. And before they started, it was already February. So from December 5 to the time they taught, syempre, marami silang expenses na incur.
Of course.
Kaya wala silang sweldo, wala silang income. Kaya yun ang na-experience nilang hardship nung time na yon. So that was also the time na nung alam ko kasi yung situation nila. So I called on other leaders in the community to join me. We did a donation drive. Kasi siyempre, dumating sila at a time na malamig dito.
Yes.
So, siyempre, instead of them buying all those stuff na para keep them warm, So yun ang nagawa namin, that we did at least two drives for them. Tapos at we gave them at the same time, nagkataon kasi na because of the pandemic din, nagkaroon din ng mga food donations. Diba? May mga
That's good.
all around. Kaya napakinabangan din yun for them.
Yeah.
So yun just to also share that part na ng napagdaanan nila.
Yeah, thank you. And Margie, you are the one more of like a leader to them, a guidance to them. Matagal ka na ba dito sa Vegas?
Actually, I came here in Vegas 2002. Galing ako sa
I
Bay
see.
Area. I came
I see.
from San Francisco. I was there from dumating ako dito 94. So 94. Ganun din ang from the Philippines, I was then the executive assistant to the Speaker of the House. Kaya sanay talaga ako sa political world.
Yeah.
So kaya dito nung I decided to be active politically, maging engaged talaga ako. So at least with that, it's not for myself or my family. It's more on finding people who need help and ikaw yung maging tulay na for solutions.
Exactly. Yeah. So ngayon, ang sitwasyon ng mga teachers natin dito sa Vegas, meron na talagang tumutulong sa kanila sa bahay, sa sasakyan, kaya they are all taken care of, should I say. Wala nang may problema.
Yung mga iba na hindi happy sa kanilang kinalagyan, na lumipat na sila.
Tapo ako doon.
Isa na si Joseph doon. Yung mga hinanapan ko ng lilipatan, basta pag may nag-reach out sa akin, talagang alerto ako.
Alerto. Yeah, that's good.
So, may nag-text sa akin at 7 in the morning. Sinundo ko. Dumating ako doon, kaya lang hindi sila kasya sa kotse ko. So nagtawag pa ako ng tulong para maisakay lahat yung sa kanila. And then hanapan ko sila ng lugar matitirhan. At least for the meantime, na walang bayad.
Yes.
Kasi yun ang problema kasi dahil hindi pa sila sumisweldo. That was December. So yung kung makakakuha ako ng walang bayad, yun ang ibibigay ko sa kanila.
Of course.
It just so happened that I have a cousin na bumili ng property dito. Actually 2 properties na. So at least pinagpaalam ko, pumayag naman siya, okay, sure, kung anong may tutulong natin. So, nailagay ko sila muna temporarily at parang refuge muna nila. Ngayon, okay na sila, hinanapan ko na rin ng carpool. Nung wala pa, ako mismo yung nagka-carpool.
Yeah.
Nagda-drive. Tapos, ngayon, meron na din sila.
That's very nice.
Bless you, Margie.
Nahanapan ko sila ng yung mga friends ko kasi I have many friends na veterans, di ba? Who has the time to do it.
Yes.
Without really charging, gusto lang din tumulong. Siguro pang gasolina, ganun.
Yeah, that is so nice of you. And like I said, as a Filipina, I'm so proud na tayong mga Pilipino, hindi tayo naghihindi sa mga nangangailangan.
Yeah.
I have a question kay Joseph.
Opo.
Nabanggit mo na isa ka doon sa nagkaroon ng problema. Can you please explain a little bit kung pwede para naman yung mga nagbabalak pumunta rito, but they're warned or something for information.
Pero wag masyadong personal, no?
Yes po. Yes po.
General lang.
Kasi the moment you decide to be here in the US po under a J1 visa, you have to be in an agency po. So that's one thing you have to understand na hindi siya parang, okay, may interview ako sa Skype or an American principal would interview me and then voila, I will go fly. Hindi po ganyan po. There are things you have to process with immigration, ganun po. And in order for me to do that, I need the assistance of an agency. Para at least man lang yung process na hindi ko alam kasi I have no idea how J1 visa works. So sila yung may idea, so sila yung nagpa-process. So I came here December 5. So the sad thing about agencies sometimes in the Philippines na pag nandito ka na, they have already assisted you, so you're on your own. So parang ganun yung nangyari. So yun nga, mahirap siya kasi we weren't sure when to start. So December hanggang February, wala kaming budget. Meron mang budget pero Kasi nga,
Ang pera.
we went here, parang yung budget na sana inaalat namin for the teaching namin for the first month na wala kaming sweldo, ang nangyari, nagamit namin siya sa months na wala kaming trabaho. So, all in our head was really worries na kailan ba kami magsta-start kasi nga nahihirapan din yung mga teachers, kami lahat nahihirapan kami paano i-adjust yung budget na allotted for 1 month into 3 months na parang paano ba namin pagkakasyahin. So ganun yung nangyari, yun yung story. And luckily we had Tita Margie and all the people who are very kind to us na tinulungan kami, may ACRC na nagbigay ng mga literally yung basic needs namin like food, yung clothing kasi nung dumating kami rito, yung mga ganun. So and then magmula noon, ang dami ng mga Pilipino na kumunik kay Tita Margie na gusto rin naming tumulong, ano bang kailangan, ganito. Hanggang sa nag-connect na lahat, napunta sa transportation. But before that, the 3 months na kami ay walang budget, actually si Tita Margie yung tinetextan ko na, Tita, pwedeng pahatid from my place to CCSD kasi mahirap dito, pag wala kang car, mahal yung Uber. Kung magbabas ka naman due to the pandemic, you will be hesitant na baka magka-COVID ka. So, you had no choice but to contact people kahit nakakahiya na kasi pabalik-balik na, Tita, ito na naman ulit, punta na naman ako sa school. So, so you had to be courageous enough. But at the end of the day, you will all think na this will all make sense. So, it will be all worth it. So ganun. And I thank you. I thank the Filipino community.
I made myself available for them kasi tatawag yan. They have to do yung COVID vaccine, magpa-vaccine sila, o magpa-testing, at saka pagkuha ng license. Walang mga sasakyan yung mga yan. Kaya when they call me and I'm available, susunduin ko, tapos idadaling ko doon, tapos babalikan ko sila o kaya hihintayin ko sila. At ibabalik uuwi. Kasi wala sila mga pera eh. So ano ba naman yung time lang naman sa akin yun. Time. So yun, kung available, then why not? Tulungan.
It's so nice of you, Margie. My goodness, thank you so much.
Josie, let's go back to inspiring teachers.
Okay.
Kayong tatlo, Lora, Gerry, and Joseph, pag-uwi ninyo ng Pilipinas, kasi that's the eventuality, di ba? After your 5 years, uwi na kayo ng Pilipinas. Ano sa palagay nyo ang pinakamagandang madadala nyo doon pagbalik nyo sa inyong pagtuturo?
Anyone?
Ang una pong experience, ang una po is yung experience talaga. Walang kapalitang experience.
For example?
Saka, yun, para sa akin experience. At saka, yung time na nandito ka, na in-enjoy mo.
Ano yung magandang experience mo na pwede mong i-share to benefit yung pagtuturo mo?
Ilang experience yung isa doon is sa Pilipinas kasi ang student natin mostly puro sila mga Filipinos, dito mayroong diversity ng students. Kakaiba sila, yung iba galing sa ibang bansa, dito nag-aaral. So iba-ibang culture ng student mo is natututunan mo. Na nakaka-experience ka na pwede mo rin magamit sa Pilipinas or sa ibang bansa kung pupunta ka sa ibang bansa ulit.
That's good. Laura, ikaw, anong experience mo?
Gaya na sinabi ni Sir Gerry, is what first thing you would bring is yung experience mo. Yung international experience dito, iba rin po talaga. Pagbalik mo sa pinanggalingan mong school, let's say sa public school na pinanggalingan mo, when you go visit them, you can share your experiences, the strategies you've learned. Parang ngayon pa nga lang po na nandito na, nagagawa na namin yun eh. Parang nasa-share na rin namin like through Zoom na ganito po. So you can get to share with your colleagues back home. It's one way of cultural exchange habang nandito po kami. Kung ano yung kasalukuyan namin natutunan dito, we get to share them with them. So paano pa po kung nandoon na kami? So lalo pa po namin maibabalik yun sa kanila. So kagaya rin po nung sinabi ko kanina na yung pangarap kong eskwela, pumunta ako dito na gusto ko parang I want to put up my own preschool pag uwi ko po. So
Very
this is
good.
my third year, fourth year. So pagbalik mo sa Pilipinas, syempre iba rin po yung experience, yung quality na maibibigay mo na teaching sa kanila, yung hope na mabibigay mo na, nasa Pilipinas man kami, yung kalidad ng edukasyon na makukuha ko ay katulad ng isang batang nasa ibang bansa. So mga ganun po.
That's good. How about you, Joseph?
Joseph.
One thing po is classroom management. Wherever you go, if you ask a teacher what's something that they have difficulty with, it's really classroom management.
Okay.
And I think most people will agree. Kasi ma-Pilipinas ka man, ma-US, mahirap talaga yung part na yon, yung aspeto na paano mo ma-encourage yung bata na matuto. Here in the US, one thing na I can bring is really the way American teachers or teachers of any culture deal with students in their classroom. One thing that I learned really is how they maximize technology. Yeah, we have that in the Philippines. I am no longer new to online teaching. Before I came here in Las Vegas, nagturo na ako for 9 months online kasi nga before pa pandemic nagtuturo pa rin ako dito before ako nag-travel ng US. So, yun, yung hindi lang siya parang andyan yung technology, andyan yung materials na binibigay sa iyo, but the teachers maybe in the Philippines are not that trained to use it. So ako naman na naging trained dito sa US, I'm excited to share it. Like what Teacher Lora has shared na paano pa kaya kung nandun na kami after 5 years, di ba?
That's good.
Ngayon pa lang na 4 months pa lang ako nandito sa US na nagtuturo. Ang dami-dami ko nang na-learn na, oh my God, if I've learned this in the Philippines, talagang masasabi ko na, wow, mag-i-enjoy yung mga teachers, mag-i-enjoy yung mga bata. So
That's
yun.
good. That's very good. Now, we have 6 minutes to go. No,
Right.
because we're only 1 hour. Tita Pasit, explain mo sa kanila kung bakit tayo nagtatanong ng mga quotes para malaman.
For inspiration nga. Kasi all the time, hindi lang most of the time. All the time, we like giving positive thoughts and ideas sa ating mga, for inspiration lang talaga. So may I start mine?
Yes, please.
Okay. I have shared this before, pero gusto ko i-share ulit dito kasi I am impressed, just to let you know, I'm impressed by Gerry, Joseph, and Lora by your passion. At saka I think you are really highly skilled teachers. I could see that from the way you conducted yourself, how you spoke to us about a few things, no? So I would just like you to remember this. All the flowers of the tomorrows are the seeds of the todays.
That's good.
So kung ano man yung ating mga inihasik, mabubuhay din yan in the future, magiging seeds sila. And then hopefully they will turn to yung seeds na tinanim natin ngayon will grow into flowers and then probably trees na matatag at saka matitibay kagaya ninyo. I am very impressed by you.
Okay, how about you, Lora?
Oh, to my fellow teachers out there, keep working towards your dreams and goals. Sabi nga ni Napoleon Hill from his book Think and Grow Rich, sabi niya doon, whatever the mind of man can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Na sinimplify naman ni Walt Disney nang sinabi niya na, if you can dream it, you can do it.
Do it,
So
yes.
have faith. Have faith in yourself. Have faith in God. Yeah, just believe in yourself. And of course, but being grounded as well. So trust in Him and everything will follow. Yeah.
Very good. Very good. Joseph, will you share yours?
Hello po sa mga teachers sa Pinas at all over the world po. Especially this pandemic, mahirap magturo. Minsan da-down tayo. So I think I can leave this message. I carried it out from Maya Angelou. She said, people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did. But people will never forget how you made them feel.
Exactly.
Excellent.
Go ahead, Gerry, please. We have 3 minutes.
Okay. Meron akong quote na nabasa. Nung bago pa lang akong teacher, maganda siya. Hindi talaga nawala sa isip ko to. And it's an anonymous. So it says the student who is actually giving you a hard time is the student who is teaching you to be a better
Oh
teacher.
my goodness.
Wow.
I love that.
I
I
love it
love
too.
that.
Yeah.
Yes. Margie?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to quote something from the Dalai Lama. Well, the purpose of our lives is to be happy. So let's make our life and other people's lives happy. If we make our own life happy, that is great. But
Yeah.
if we make other people's lives happy, that is even much greater.
Oh my
Wow.
goodness. Beautiful. Ang akin naman ay ito. You can't go back and change the beginning. But you can start where you are right now and change the ending. That is so nice. And
Wow.
all of our quotes are beautiful. So
Very
we have about 2 minutes. Kaya ilang seconds na. Go ahead and give a last word, please. Real fast. Last
Yeah.
word to the
Thank you.
audience.
Thank you for inviting us for this show.
Okay, Laura?
Thank you po. I'd like to say hello to my family and friends back in Pasay and in Pampanga. Hello po. Salamat
Okay,
po sa
Joseph?
pag-iimbita sa amin.
Okay, Joseph?
Hello po. I would just like to take this opportunity to also greet my co-faculty in Xavier University Ateneo de Cagayan. I miss you all, guys, and be safe.
Oh, Gerry, go ahead.
Thank you po for inviting us, Tita Josie, Tita Pasita, and Tita Marge. Salamat po sa time ninyo at thank you sa lahat ng mga nakikinig sa atin lahat or nanonood sa atin.
Okay.
Thank you.
One
Tita
last
Pasek.
thing. One last
Okay.
thing.
Okay.
Advance happy birthday to Joseph.
Oh,
Ooh, happy
Happy birthday!
Joseph.
Birthday.
Okay, Paset, please.
Maraming salamat, Marge, for bringing us these very wonderful teachers. And I am just rooting for you. Sana after your J1 visa term, magkaroon kayo ng opportunity to return. And then we will meet again. At pag-uwi namin sa Pilipinas, we'll try to get in contact with you.
Yes. At saka kay Joseph, happy birthday, Joseph. Happy birthday, Joseph.
Wow, salamat po.
Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday, Joseph.
Oh, ang aga.
Bye. I'll see you guys.
Happy
Wave
birthday.
goodbye to our audience.
Bye.
Maraming salamat.
Thank you po.
Bye.
This is your Filipino radio experience in Las Vegas. PHLV Radio.